Liberty TV. Liberty TV.
Unlock unlimited internet with Airtel Smart Connect Home and Office Wi-Fi to keep you connected to the things you love. Get unlimited internet for your home or office from just 100,000 Ugandan shillings. Best value, high-speed internet for everyone under one roof. Call 127 or WhatsApp 0708 127 127 to get Airtel Smart Connect. Smart life starts here.
Floods victim compensation. Government releases 1.8 billion to support MCs, drivers and small traders. UPDF flags off battle group 47 for Somalia deployment. Government and church stress partnership at Life Restoration Ministries opening. High Court sentences Okello to death over Gabade murders. Let me take a short news brief as we come in with news. Good evening, dear viewers of Liberty Online TV. My name is Wambale Zili, your news arc tonight. It is 3 minutes past 8. Thank you for watching Liberty Online TV and keep watching it. We shall always promise to give you the best. They are saying government has released 1.8 billion Uganda shillings to support MCs, drivers and small business operators across the country through a resolving fund aimed at improving income and boosting businesses. Our reporter has more.
President of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, has provided 1.8 billion Ugandan shillings to support MCs, drivers and people running small-scale businesses across the country as part of the efforts to improve incomes and reduce unemployment. The money will be given through a revolving fund where different groups will receive financial support to boost their businesses and later return the money so that other people can also benefit from the same program.
PDM okusoka twasindikanga ebintu twasindika entandikwa netusindika NADS netusindika Operation Wealth Creation naye nagenda kuwulira nawulira abantu bange bemulugunya nti begabira bokka nti oba begabira bokka esente kabeekolemu omulimo abanaku beekolemu omulimo bakole saako y'omuluka.
Government officials say this initiative is aimed at helping people who are working hard but lack enough capital to grow their businesses and improve their standards of living. They add that sectors such as transport, entertainment, and small-scale trade play a big role in the economy, and supporting them will help increase income, household, and national levels. Beneficiaries, including MCs and drivers, say this support will help them expand their work, buy better equipment, and serve more clients, which will increase their daily income.
We received 100 million. Now, for me as a person, as Bosco Kele Gigi, I was blessed to receive 2 million. That was last year. When I received this money, I said this money is not for eating. I decided to buy a cow. And you can see this cow, we call this cow Kaguta. The cow is called Kaguta. And the cow has already given birth to a very healthy calf. As you can see, I bought it in calf.
Some small-scale business owners say access to affordable funding has been a big challenge, and this program gives them hope for a better future. Leaders are now encouraging all beneficiaries to use the money wisely, invest in their businesses, and avoid misuse of that fund can continue to support their businesses across the country. Experts also say that if they manage revolving funds can create long-term impact by helping many people start and grow business over time and time. They emphasize that proper supervision, accountability, and financial discipline will be the key to success of the program and its ability to reach more Ugandans. Liberty TV at 8.
Support more groups as the program expands nationwide. Government is currently urging all beneficiaries to use the money responsibly so that others can also benefit in the future. The Uganda People's Defense Forces, known as UPDF, has today flagged off Battle Group 47 to Somalia. The troops have completed their pre-deployment training at the International Peace Support Operation Training Center in Singo, Kasese district. Our reporter has more.
You cannot stay in the army and fail to learn, because we are many from different backgrounds in terms of education, in terms of upbringing, in terms of language.
Uganda People's Defense Force (UPDF) has officially sent off Battle Group 47 to Somalia after completing intensive pre-deployment training at the International Peace Support Operation Training Center in Singo, Kasese district. The flag-off ceremony was led by Commander of UPDF 1 Division, Brigadier General Fred Mwesije, on behalf of the Chief of Defense Force, Muhoozi Kainerugaba, who praised the soldiers for their discipline, commitment, and previous service to their country, especially during national security operations. He reminded the troops that they are going on a serious mission and not for leisure, urging them to remain focused, work as a team, and strictly follow instructions from their commanders while in the mission area.
Of discipline. When you are not disciplined, you cannot be loyal to your commanders. You will not take their instructions seriously, because you lack that element of discipline. When you are not disciplined, you cannot cooperate with your colleagues. Yet the work you are going in right now, unless you work as a team, you can never succeed. Nobody in the army, in a battlefield, can fight alone. Muntu ya SMG anataka yapike, si ndio? Yapike anataka RPG kushambulia huko. You need a muganga, you need a PC, you need a cook, you need a helper. Did you do bade here? Mnajua bade? Mnafikiri ni ya nini? Mwenye alintroduce bade alikuwa anajua kwamba uchukua peke yako, hauwezi wakafanya kazi wakashinda.
General Mwesije also warned them against discipline such as alcohol abuse, negligence, and any behavior that could put their lives at risk or damage the image of UPDF.
It is at its peak. This is where you need each other the most. Are we together? Teamwork. But if you don't have discipline, you won't manage teamwork. Tumeelewana? So it is discipline, discipline, kila kintu. Every step that you make, discipline. A lot of your time. Once again, I want to congratulate you. Asante sana kumaliza kosi. I want to congratulate the commandant and your staff for preparing this battle group, because from what I am seeing in front of me, they seem to be ready to do their work. Na chingine kuwakumbusha hapo kidogo, we all join the army. Unaweza ukakuwa PC, unaweza ukakuwa IO, unaweza ukakuwa commandant, unaweza ukakuwa CI, unaweza ukakuwa kwa brass band, unaweza ukakuwa medical, unaweza lakini sisi wote at the end of the day, it is fighting that puts us together, because everybody fights in his own way. So you are going to do what? To do what? If you didn't know that, know it from today, that our job is to fight. And you must fight professionally with discipline, bearing in mind the intent of your commanders. Are we together? I want to wish you good luck. I want to tell you that now the whole country, our eyes are on you. The commanding chief's eyes are on you. The CDF's eyes are on you. Those of us who have plugged you off, our eyes are on you. Go and do good. I'll begin with a quote, open quote. You cannot be a soldier if you are not disciplined. You cannot be an army of Uganda if you have a colonial mentality of inferiority complex and dependence syndrome.
He further emphasized respect among soldiers, including proper conduct towards female personnel, and called for higher moral discipline throughout the mission. He told them that they represent Uganda and the UPDF abroad. They therefore must protect the image and reputation of the country at all times, adding that these eyes of the nation are on them as they deploy. The commander, Colonel Moses Nabasa, welcomed the chief guest and congratulated the troops for successful completing of their demanding training program that started in November. He said the training was designed to prepare the soldiers physically, mentally, and professionally for peace support operations in a challenging environment. Nabasa noted that the battle group has achieved about 95% preparation, saying this shows strong commitment from both instructors and trainees. He reminded the soldiers that they are deploying as one united force and urged them to remain disciplined and act as a good ambassador of Uganda wildlife abroad.
Out and flagged off to go and represent Uganda into the mission area, which is Somalia. This is an important day, and we appreciate your coming to grace today's function. Karibuni. Today marks another critical and historical milestone where we are witnessing the flag off ceremony for Battle Group 47. After completing a mandatory rigorous peace support operations training that was focused on preparing you, the trainees, for a Pan-African peacekeeping mission in Somalia.
They have put a lot of effort to ensure that our troops are trained enough to suit the task ahead. I therefore cannot thank you enough, because I know that the success of our mission is your memorable reward for your training. They will succeed because we are operating based on 4 of the 7 rules of just war. 1 is just cause, right intent, legitimate authority, and right conduct. 2, to the UPDF leadership, and MK. I thank you, UPDF leadership, including Afande Mwisije.
The commander of Group Battle 47, Colonel Wilson, thanked the training staff for their dedication, saying the skills and knowledge gained will be guided and for a successful mission in Somalia. He assured leadership that the troops are fully ready to execute their duties professionally and represent Uganda with pride. Local leaders also appreciated the UPDF for its professionalism and wished the troops success, urging them to serve with discipline and return safely. Liberty TV at 8.
Officials say Battle Group 47 will serve under the African Union Support and Stabilization Mission in Somalia. They will join other forces in efforts to improve security and support peace building in the region. The government has reiterated the important role of religious institutions in promoting national development and social transformation. This was during the official opening and dedication of the Life Restoration Ministries Sanctuary, where leaders highlighted the strong and long-standing partnership between the church and the state. Our reporter has more.
In this country and development in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
The official opening of the dedication of the Life Restoration Ministries Sanctuary has been held, making a significant milestone for the church and its congregation. During the ceremony, Beatrice Akelo Okori commended the church for its role in promoting spiritual growth and community development.
Today's function of the official opening and dedication of the Life Restoration Ministries Sanctuary is an important milestone towards building God's kingdom on earth. I commend Pastor Kenneth Kato Mwesigwa for spearheading the initiative to build a magnificent house for the Lord. I would also like to thank you for inviting me to take part in today's dedication function. I thank Pastor Robert Kayanja for his tireless efforts in spreading the gospel and helping to foster good relationships between the Pentecostal churches and the NRM government. I want to recognize the long-standing partnership between the church and the government, especially in achieving the goal of socio-economic transformation of Uganda. While the most obvious task of the church is the spiritual well-being of the people, the church has also participated in carrying out developmental projects focused on enhancing the well-being of the communities. While working for heaven, it is imperative to remind believers not to neglect their earthly responsibilities. The Bible says, We are a colony of heaven on earth. It is in Philippians chapter 3, verse 20. This is an important spiritual truth that implores Christians to be concerned.
In a message delivered at the event, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni recognized the long-standing partnership between the church and the government, emphasizing the importance of faith-based institutions in supporting national development and community moral guidance. The president noted that such collaborations continue to play a vital role in strengthening communities and fostering social transformation across the country. Leaders from various religious communities and institutions who attended the event also emphasized the need for unity among believers, calling for the faithful to remain committed to values of peace, integrity, and service for humanity. The dedication ceremony was marked by prayers, worship sessions, and thanksgiving with comrades, and expressing joy and gratitude for the completion of the sanctuary, which is expected to serve as a center for spiritual mentorship and outreach programs. Local leaders and residents welcomed the development, nothing that they knew will not only strengthen religious activities but also contribute to community initiatives such as youth empowerment, counseling, and charity in the area. Liberty TV at 8.
The event concluded with calls for continued collaboration between faith-based institutions and the government to promote unity, moral values, and sustainable development across communities. Leaders expressed optimism that the new sanctuary will serve as a center for hope, spiritual growth, and positive change in the community. The High Court has sentenced a man to death after convicting him on 4 counts of murder in a case that shocked the nation. Christopher Okel-Onyum was found guilty of killing 4 young children at a daycare center in Nigaba, Kampala. Our reporter has more.
Sentence him to suffer death for the murder of Etek Gideon in count 1, Keisha again Roth Otim in count 2, Seriange Ignatius in count 3, and Odekerayan in count 4 in a manner authorized by law.
Christopher Okello-Onyum has been sentenced to death after he was found guilty on 4 counts of murder committed at the Gaba Early Childhood Development Center in Kampala. The court heard that the strategic incident involved the killing of 4 children, all below the age of 3, in an attack that was described as a brutal and deeply disturbing. The crime, which occurred earlier this year, sent shockwaves across the country and raised serious concerns about the safety and protection of children, and the weight of the evidence presented left the doubt about his responsibility. The defense also raised concerns regarding the mental state of the accused. However, the court ruled that he was found sound mind at the time of committing the offenses. In delivering the judgment, the judge emphasized the gravity of the crime, noting that victims were vulnerable children who deserved protection and care. The judge added that such acts cannot be tolerated in the society and must attract full force of the law. The sentencing of the accused to death reflects seriousness with which the justice systems treats cases involving the loss of innocent lives, particularly those children. The ruling has been widely viewed as a step toward justice for the victims and their families. During the court, the judge asked Christopher Onyum Okel to say the last word to court, but deeply, Christopher Onyum Okel had nothing to speak and he remained quiet.
You don't have to remove a mask. You keep your mask on because we are so many people. We will get some infections. You can keep your mask on. Why shouldn't I pass a death sentence? Are you going to tell me why I shouldn't pass a death sentence?
No, my lord. I'm not going to say something today.
You don't want to say anything? Do you want to say something?
No, my lord.
You don't even want to apologize to Uganda? Should I take it that you don't have anything to say?
Yes, my lord. I don't have anything to say.
The incident had earlier sparked public outrage, with many Ugandans calling stricter regulations and monitoring for daycare centers as well as tougher measures to prevent such tragedies and happening again. Authorities have since urged operators of childcare facilities to adhere strictly to safety guidelines and ensure that children under their care and adequately protected at all times.
The conviction brings a measure of justice to the victim's family, even as the nation continues to grapple with concerns over child safety. The convict is expected to exercise his right to appeal as authorities and stakeholders call for strong measures to protect children in care facilities. Government has set aside 20 billion Ugandan shillings to compensate victims of October 2025 floods in Nakivubo. However, officials say the process of identifying the rightful beneficiaries is still ongoing. Our reporter has more.
Government has set aside 20 billion Ugandan shillings to support people who were badly affected by the heavy floods that hit Nakivubo in October 2025, leaving many traders and residents with serious losses. The permanent secretary in the office of the Prime Minister Alex Kakoza has explained that the government is still carefully checking and verifying the list of affected people to make sure that only the rightful victims receive the compensation.
Guided and instructed the Ministry of Finance that should be given an allocation of 20 billion to support the traders who are affected.
He says this process is very important because it helps to avoid mistakes, reduce corruption, and make sure that the money goes to people truly suffered with floods.
So my appeal to the traders is that let's keep calm, and I can assure you, I can guarantee you that you will be supported because that allocation of the funding is already there. But we have to follow the procedures.
At the same time, the State Minister for Relief, Disaster Preparedness and Refugees, Lilian Abba, has strongly warned traders and residents to stop operating and settling in areas that were known to be flood easily.
So we have a report from ISO speaking about a different number. We have a report from the traders themselves giving us different numbers. We also have a report from Kasese giving us different numbers. So we are trying to harmonize these numbers.
Before we effect the payment. So that's the process that is now ongoing.
She says that these areas remain very risky, especially during heavy rains, and people who continue to work where there are rains and floods, putting their lives and property in danger. The floods caused widespread destruction in Nakivovo, damaging shops, destroying good jobs, and interrupting businesses' activities, leaving traders struggling to restart their businesses. Some of the affected people say they lost all their stock and are now depending on government to support them to recover and rebuild their lives. Local leaders have welcomed the government decision to provide compensation, but they are also asking for the verification process to be completed faster so that the affected people can receive help without further delay. Experts are now calling on authorities to invest in better drainage system, improve urban planning, and take stronger measures to control flooding, especially in busy business areas like Nakivovo. They say that without long-term solutions, floods will continue to affect the same areas again and again, causing repeated losses to traders and residents. Liberty TV at 8.
Process is still ongoing and will continue until all genuine victims are identified and supported. Government is also calling on residents and traders to avoid flood-prone areas to prevent future losses and protective lives. Thank you for watching Liberty Online TV. Keep watching it. It is tomorrow at the same time. Keep locked. We love you.
Liberty TV.